Because ultimately, if you see, what the court has said is that even a scheduled offense under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act has not been specified. And that is the first prerequisite of the Act, that you must have proceeds from crime. That's one part. But the court has repeatedly come down on the shoddy investigation, and this has a history. The Supreme Court has commented about investigating officers being transferred midway. So there are serious doubts and grave concerns in this matter in the method and manner in which the investigation has been carried out. And that's quite apart from the merits of the issue, which once we get the benefit of the judgment, I think we can all comment on it better. We have neither seen the material or the judgment. But definitely the way the investigating agencies have gone about it leaves us very, very concerned as citizens of this country and as lawyers.
Absolutely. Here, before I go back to Mahesh Jethmalani, I have a question for you. One thing which is proven is that Peter Wiley had Hassan Ali Khan's account frozen and labelled funds from weapons sale. Explain that for me.
When this document itself is not authenticated. No, this is what the court asked. This is what the court asked. You have to form, you have to corroborate a document. You know, you cannot talk about on the basis of some document.
I am telling you about evidence that is there with the income tax authorities.
This is no evidence. This is no evidence.
I have in my hand all the details of the evidence the income tax authorities have.
If you look into the cross-examination, if you look into all details,
I think the viewers can see. I think the viewers can see it.
So you will find that these documents.
This is absolute details which are here. The material which is there with the income tax authorities is clear, and the entire detailed observations. I am not making this up. Mr. Gaur, it is time that you also come, face to face with the evidence which is there and realize there may be other investigators who have a wealth of evidence against you.
I have castigated these evidences in judicial proceedings, and that is why one of the judicial order have come today. Let us have the benefit of having this order, and then we'll be able to comment upon it.
No, answer the specific questions. What is Hassan Ali Khan's association with Kashinath Tapuria and Philip Anandraj? Why are papers relating to the purchase of a Swiss hotel by Kashinath Tapuria in Hassan Ali Khan's possession?
There is no purchase. That is why I am saying these are no documents about the purchase.
Kashinath Tapuria says, it's 1 minute. Let's be specific tonight.
So let's be specific.
Kashinath Tapuria
let us be specific. Which document you are referring to?
I am telling you what he said on this.
No, you said document.
And
once you said document, then you must show me the document.
Kashinath Tapuria was on this show. I think all the people watching this watched him, and he said Hassan Ali
this cannot be the trial. This cannot be the trial. This cannot be the trial for Mr. Ali. You know, if you are talking about some document, please refer that document. And if there is no document, kindly stop this.
Tell me, IT authorities have recovered a fax from Sarasin Bank about funds transfer of $700,000.
Have you seen that?
To SK Financial
Have you
Services.
seen that?
You have the whole detail of what the IT authorities have.
You are talking about details. I have examined that. And once I examined that, even Hassan Ali Khan's name is not there. You are talking about that fact.
Well, I like to tell you the Supreme Court in the observations also said, looking at the seriousness of the case.
Supreme Court has not directed.
And keeping in mind
has not observed in any
security.
order.
No, there's a
whatever is communicated between the arguments cannot form the order. So there is no order to this effect.
Mr. Jethmalani, what about the national security angle, which was also referred to? What about that angle?
Arnab, let me just tell you there are some undisputed facts in the public domain which Mr. Gaur, he can enjoy the fig leaf of the bail order today, but there are some undisputed facts in the public domain. Let me quickly narrate them. First, the finance minister, the income tax authority has issued a notice and levied a tax demand of 50,000 crores on the basis of the $8 billion being in Swiss bank accounts. Has Mr. Gaur's client, Mr. Hassan Ali, challenged this? Number one.
Yes.
Two, the finance minister has said in an interview to The Week magazine on 14th March 2010 that this 50,000 crores has in fact been recovered by the government of India. And this was a statement in Parliament as well, that he is the highest tax evader in this country. This is a statement in Parliament. Has Mr. Gaur's client challenged this? Then, Income Tax, the Enforcement Directorate has issued a show cause notice on 22nd December 2008 saying that these are the proceeds of crime. Has he filed a reply to the Enforcement Directorate show cause notice? I don't think he's filed a reply to that as yet.
Well, absolutely.
Then Mr. Gopal Subramanian,
that is why I said
General
you are
of
not
India.
aware of the proceedings.
Mr. Gaur, you will get your chance.
You are not aware of the proceedings. I have filed the reply to the show cause notice. I have cross-examined the witness.
All right, I'm only asking you the question.
No, that is why you're presuming certain facts.
Mr. Gaur, you can respond to me. 1 minute, Mr. Gaur, just wait, bear with me.
Sure,
Mr. Gopal Subramaniam, the Solicitor General, has written a confidential letter to the Finance Minister saying that Mr. Hassan Ali's transactions should be investigated from a national security point of view, because your client's monies, according to Mr. Gopal Subramaniam, are the proceeds of crime and probably drugs and terrorism.
See,
are you aware that Mr. Gopal Subramaniam
I don't know. When you say it is a confidential letter by a Solicitor General to Finance Minister, how come you know about it? It is for you to explain, Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani. Now, it is not for me. I mean, if you can go to the sensitive documents of the court or of the government, then I have nothing to say. This is all your presumption.
Because I'll tell you why.
1, 2.
Your client may have some powerful connections, but I am more resourceful than your client.
Okay, one minute.
I'm not finished.
One point.
You asked me that any tax demand was challenged or not. Yes, they were challenged and they are pending before Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. 2. What Finance Minister has said in the Parliament, it is for the Parliament to see, not for Hassan Ali Khan.
I want to add one thing.
1 minute, 3. Reply to the show cause notice before Enforcement Directorate was filed, and now the proceedings are pending. So you cannot presume any facts and then comment upon it.
Mr. Gaur, can I just make one point?
Yes.
Simple point to you. Mr. Gaur, you know when the court said that looking at the seriousness of the case, national security, terrorism angle, shouldn't he be booked under more serious provisions?
Is it
one minute, Mr. Gaur.
Yeah.
Other than FEMA, IT, Passport Act. You know what the Government Council said? Government Council said the Supreme Court's concerns were completely justified. I think you missed that.
Arnab, I would consider...
I distinctly clear him having said that. So that's just one point. I want to go to Mr. Venkatesh here. Mr. Venkatesh, is this heading towards the Supreme Court monitored investigation?
Looks like it. Because if Supreme Court does not interfere, it will become a rigged casino out there, and you will have ED supporting Hassan Ali, and I fear that this is not the money or the proceeds of anything that Mr. Hassan Ali has got by himself. This must be definitely involving some big wigs, and there are a lot of rumors floating around. Perhaps Supreme Court needs to step in right up and put the house in order for ED, for your income tax and other things, to see to that there is a day-to-day monitoring. Perhaps a special court monitored by the Supreme Court is also called for, because Hassan Ali, your 2G spectrum, your black money are all different sides of the same Rubik cube. So you have to put them all together and try to look at it from a holistic perspective. Don't take a hair out of an elephant, try to define an elephant. We have to look at it from a larger perspective. I only wish that lawyers like Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani take it up at the Supreme Court and try to see that something comes out of it. Otherwise, this will go the Quattroski way. This will be buried fathoms deep.
I want to ask Neeraj Kishan Kaul at the very end. Mr. Kaul, you heard some of the arguments presented by Mr. Gaur, Hassan Ali Khan's lawyer. Now, this is a far more important case than to just say, none of these documents are authenticated. In your view, can the Enforcement Directorate and the Income Tax Department achieve anything on this case within the kind of deadlines that the CBI is under in the 2G case?
Arnav, as things are unfolding, I think it's very sad, but the only impartial investigation which seems to be carried out is one which is carried out under the aegis and supervision of the court. And repeatedly we are seeing instances where the investigating agencies have failed to do the job that they're entrusted with.
Absolutely.
And possibly this would also lead to a situation where the court may consider supervising this investigation as well, because if you were to see the remarks of the judge today, he's come down very heavily on the manner and method in which the ED has gone about investigating and the nature and the quality of evidence that the ED has produced before the court. And the court does have its limitations. It can't travel beyond what is produced before the court.
Yes, absolutely. And I just want to wrap up by saying, at the end of the day, so many of our viewers and so many others would feel, thank God there is something called a Supreme Court monitored investigations. Because when government agencies take the tax-paying Indian citizen totally for granted, at least there is one way to look. So maybe Chief Justice Kapadia and his Supreme Court will show the way. and ensure this doesn't go the way of other stories that we've covered before.
Arnav, I want to reply.
Mr. Gaur, I will give you time to. I'm only totally short of time tonight.
No,
but this case is not over.
No,
Mr. Gaur, we have to wrap. But since you're insisting, yes, very briefly.
You know, supporting Hassan Ali Khan.
Yes.
By the way of arrest. I mean, this is, I think, no support. 7th, they arrested. They have been keeping me in remand for 4 days. It is not support.
That's your view.
So the
Enforcement Directorate
is a case
Mr. Gaur,
which is being fought on its merit.
Mr. Gaur, the Enforcement Directorate is personally going to monitor this investigation. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And